everyone, welcome back to Crochet Delight. I'm Barbara and this is Sophia, and welcome back to another installment of Hoth Friday. So this Friday I have one thing to show you guys, and she's just hanging out here. She just wanted to be up on the bed, so Mommy's just gonna set her down because I need both hands for this. So one thing is, I was working on a dress, and I was working on this dress for quite a while. I kept thinking about how long I want the sleeves, how I want the sleeves, how I want the neckline, how I want the bodice, how I want the waist, how I want the skirt, and finally I got it done. And it may not look like a lot of planning, but it took a lot of planning, because there would be times where I'd be like, I need to put this down and I need to think about it. And then it would get set aside for a couple of months, and then I'd pick it back up for a little bit and be like, no, something's wrong. I gotta think about it again. That's how my process goes, unfortunately, with some dresses. So, sweetie.
Yep.
In that thing, there's, no, in the thing itself,
Oh, okay.
there's lipstick print fabric in a bag. Yeah, I'll leave that.
There you go.
So, this I'm going to show you in just a second, after I get it out of the bag, to a degree. But anyways, so you saw me flare it around a little bit. So this is fabric, but it's a lot of lace fabric. A lot. Almost 5 yards of fabric. And this is the dress. So I am going to insert an actual picture of this on my dress dummy, but I wanted to show you guys up close what it looks like. So you guys just saw the lace, so here it is again. And there's like 4 layers of this lace, so literally if you wanted to go commando in this, which I don't recommend, you could. There's that many layers of lace. I have a cinched waist. I did put a elastic band. I do like to do elastic bands in dresses just because I like the A-line style. This isn't an A-line. It's kind of an A-line, but not really. It's kind of like a mix of a little bit of an A-line and a pencil. But what I did was I did a layer of the lace when I added the lace, and then I did a layer where it was the cord, and then I did more layers of the lace. And this is all crocheted. So this is the bodice, and this was a paid pattern. I cannot for the life of me remember where I got, I think it was Etsy. I got the pattern on Etsy. I went and I shopped for vintage patterns, because I love vintage patterns. This is actually, the reason why I started this is I wanted a dress to kind of commemorate my graduation gown, which was a very vintage gown. My graduation gown had the neck where it goes all the way up and hooks in the back. So I wanted that for this, and I could not have found a better pattern for this. I mean, I used a slightly larger hook than they recommend and a slightly larger dense lace. I use a 4-strand instead of like the Annie's crochet thread where it's just a single thread. So I have literally about 4 threads running at the same time. So, and you guys know it, it's Panda Yarns. I love her yarn. Go get yourself some panda yarn. Trust me, you are not going to regret it. It may be pricey, $32 US for a cake of yarn, but the more you buy, the better the deal, and the more you buy, free shipping after a certain period. I believe it's over $50 to $100 free shipping. I can't remember exactly. It's been so long since I love her yarn, but it's been so long because it's more of a I'm going to splurge for a great project kind of yarn, and I still have plenty of her yarn around to make more. I have a magenta and white, and then just a plain magenta of her yarn, and I actually still have some of this white left. And I'm gonna ask him one more time, can you get the yarn that's in the yarn bowl by my bed? By my side of the bed. Don't worry, I'm wearing shorts. I know it doesn't look like it.
I'm wearing something even though it doesn't look like it.
He's wearing pants, just not a shirt. But this is about how much yarn I have left from 1,000 yards of yarn. That's it. And this is a little fluffy. So, but it took almost 1,000 yards to get this done. Mainly because I had to do a lot of tweaking, and because my gauge was a little bigger than they recommended in the pattern, I had to actually, figure it out. But here are the sleeves. I just did little cap sleeves. I didn't like a full sleeve, and I adjusted it as I went down. So I made sure that I didn't just continue the pattern. I made sure to adjust it so that it was a fitted cap sleeve. And one of my favorite parts, I'm turning it over. Can you see it? It's got a zipper. I put a bona fide invisible zipper in a dress. My first time ever putting a zipper in a dress. I've put it in a cardigan before to make it a zip up, but that's it. I've put it in purses, but not a dress. A dress is something where I think if it doesn't fit, it doesn't fit. But I loved this so much that I just had to have a zipper in it, because it's worked so that it's all in one piece, it's all made in one panel, so that you go and you crochet the back together. But I had a little bit of a problem with the pattern. So like I said, that my gauge is a little off. My gauge was a little bigger than anticipated. Oh my god, the trees we're gonna have a storm, sorry. My brain trails, as you guys know. But I had a problem with the pattern. It didn't decrease in the right spot. So right about here in the back, at the very beginning of the end of this pattern, it was too puffy. So I had to literally go through, and you can't really see it that well. I had to go and I had to take both sides of the zipper after I put the zipper on, and I had to sew it closed so that it was almost a seamless alteration, because I did not want an ugly little fist size bump in the back. That's not flattering. So I had already had the whole thing done, and I was like, I'm not spending another 10 months on this. It's already been almost a year. So I did that, and it was a great little fix. I fixed it on the inside and on the outside so that even when it's in reverse, you can barely tell that it's there. Like, if you're in person, you will be able to tell that that's an alteration, but that's it. So I just did that to make the zipper look right, to make everything look right, and I started where I wanted to, like at the base of where I wanted the neck, so that if you want this neck portion open, you can actually tuck it in and you'll get a normal neckline. But like I said, I wanted that there, so I ended up with a good, right there is where the zipper ends. So I had to close all that up. And now for one of my favorite parts, the buttons. Okay, there we go. Gold rose buttons. And I did not have to put any holes in here specifically designed for the buttons because this pattern automatically has those holes designed. And I was thinking to myself, oh, thank goodness. So all I literally have to do is push it through one of the holes that's right across from it, and there we go. I mean, yes, I could have taken a little bit of the pattern out. Like, I'm thinking about this portion of the pattern I could have done away with, and then the neckline would sit perfectly flush. But I'm okay with a little bit of a ruffle, because then it's a little more flattering, to be honest. But this dress looks beautiful on, and I know I just made almost 15 minutes worth of a video all about a dress. But, you know, I was just like, this is a dress that I have to make, because I wanted the neckline to commemorate my graduation outfit that I almost fit back into, which I'm very happy about. Now that I'm done blabbering on about that, I get to show you the fabric that is going to inspire the next gown. And it's flashy. I have two of these. One is white with red lips, and one is black with purple lips. I know, flashy. Sue me. I just really want to make a dress with this. I should probably, it's a good thing I have tulle. Well, it's upside down. There we go. So I'm going to crochet all the way around, and yes, they're gonna be sideways, unfortunately, because I don't think I can get this to crumple up, because all the fabric you see here, this is all I've got for this fabric. So they're gonna be sideways. I might try and fix it so that I can get it upright, but then again, I see a couple of upside down lips. Maybe. I'll have to really look this over. Let me know if you guys see any upside down lips, because if you do, then that's perfect, because then I can cut this into manageable strips and sew them together and all of that. But this is going to be a nice little project, and this is all the fabric that I have for that in this color. I have the same amount in another color. I thought I bought a little more. No. Yep. But see, this is the other one. Same thing, just different color. And it is like a magenta / pink with the black. And I'm gonna be refolding this up because, you know, that's a mess. But those dresses are going to be up next. Hopefully. And of course I'm gonna have little in-between projects. Like, I've got a couple of Christmas gifts I gotta get done, and I've got an anniversary Afghan that I've gotta get done. So, yeah. But, alright. I don't know what number Hot Off the Hook Friday this is, but before we go, while I'm thinking of it, if you want to join in on Hot Off the Hook Friday, it is completely up to you, and it's 100% easy. All you have to do is send a photo and a brief or lengthy, I don't care how long the description is. If you just want to chat, just chat. I have plenty of people that like to just chat. So send that in to the email in the description box below. The email is in every description of all my videos, so you'll always be able to find that for whenever you want to send in a photo and a description to be featured on Hot Off the Hook Friday. Because a lot of you who have been my subscribers for a while know this, but for anyone who's new, I created Hot Off the Hook Friday here on YouTube so that I can pretty much not just show off my stuff, but to show your stuff off to everybody. And no one will know it's you unless you want them to. I will use your YouTube screen name, or I will use just your first name or just your last name. Or a code name that one of your friends gave you, a nickname. It's completely up to you. And if you want to be anonymous, that is a-okay. I will not mention your name if you want to be anonymous. If you just want to see how people will react to your stuff and you don't want your name shown on it, that is a-okay. Nobody's gonna be like, oh, why'd she do that, or why he do that? No. I like positivity on my channel. And I'm trying hard to get back to doing some tutorials or even some like filming while I'm just crocheting kind of videos. But I've been so busy. This has been one really busy year. So I haven't been able to do what I've wanted to do for my channel for a while. Something always comes up, but I'm gonna try. But anyways, there's a lot coming, and I hope to hear from you guys about those like gift cards, like if you guys think that's a great idea. I talked about that in one of the last videos. And if any of you have seen my last live, I showed off a sunflower hook. Don't forget to revisit that live if you're new, if you haven't seen it, to see that crochet hook. You may see it in future videos. I mean, you probably will. But anyways, go ahead and look at that video to see that hook and learn all about where you can get your own custom hooks. So, I know I trail off and I can barely remember where I leave off. But anyways, have a delightful day or evening if you're seeing this in the evening, which for me it is evening. And I'm sorry that I didn't get this video out sooner. But anyways, have a delightful day and have